My goal is to take over every single dungeon, light up the entire world, including the underground, and make this entire area walled off from the rest. Make it all safe. So I've got a big wall up here that I've been building. This is my closet. Yes, the portal is my closet. This is my closet into another world. Dio just came back from Narnia. Well, I don't believe Narnia has different points that it comes out at. Dio will build a wall. Yep, we need to make Minecraft great again. My wall's not that finished. It was a really big project, and I was going to build each different wall piece out of a different material. So for this one, I went and deforested a large area. I think I'm going to keep the Sakura planks up on top here. This is actually one of the structures that exists in the world when you generate. So I'm not sure which mod it's from. It's not from Better Dungeons. It might be from Dungeon Pack or Ruins. There's a spawner up on top. See, this is outside of my domain. And anything that goes on there is fine. Inside here, torches everywhere. We're going to make the whole place something that I can live with the entire time. You know how you make Minecraft great again? By playing on 1.6.4, when Minecraft had lots of mods, was pretty stable, ran at decent FPS. Granted, this usually runs at 120 FPS, and I happen to be recording and streaming at the same time, so this part of the world is not exactly great for me. At least my computer can handle it. You must have a ton of patience. I have as much patience as I can possibly have. Build the wall to keep illegal creepers out. Yep. Oh, I need a hat. It looks like my sugarcane is ready for harvest. Can I pop a hat in here? The unmarked chest. There we go. My favorite hat in the entire game. And it's not even mine. It's Marissa's hat. You can barely build an entire small house without getting bored. I usually don't get bored with Minecraft. What I get is frustrated. Whenever I want to go into the world and I lose all my stuff, I get quite frustrated because I have to go back and get it. I might need backup supplies. It's okay to get frustrated in a world like Super Hostile where you expect to die and you expect to lose all your things. That's fine. But in a regular Minecraft world, I don't want to do that. I'll turn up the difficulty of the game and have my hearts be down at 3 or something if I can just keep all my supplies. That said, my hearts are definitely up above 3. I am quite far into this world. I need your help. Can you help me? Well, that depends. Am I helping you take over the world? In which case, the answer to that would be no. I'm taking over the world myself. And I have stolen Marissa's hat. Yep, I stole a hat from a thief who happens to be good at stealing things. Let's see, if I'm supposed to help you just keep creepers out, I'm already working on that, and I don't need help with that. You can just depend on me. Whoop, these are full. Let me drop off all of the sugarcane and I'll come back. Oh, I see. You make Minecraft great again by letting 1.7.10 die. Do I have a box over here for sugarcane? I mean, yes, I do. I think I need to upgrade that. I think I need to put that earlier on the mix. Give me those. There we go. Have some more storage space. No, I'm not going to play your pack. I'm going to play my pack, or I'm going to play a world pack. I'm not going to play a mod pack. If I'm going to play somebody else's mods, it's gotta have a whole world to go with it. Something like a challenge map, a whole area where I need to go explore or conquer, or something I need to build. Something that's more of a purpose than, hey, let's go out into the world. Because I've already got that with Magic Maiden. In fact, I play the base game of Minecraft most of the time. Oh yeah, my cobblestone generator is probably generating too much. Let's go make sure it's not going everywhere. 75. I really need to put this somewhere else. And I probably need more than one of them, because I need lots and lots of cobblestone for things. And I've gone through... I hit 47 of the triple compressed cobblestone. Crash landing? I might do crash landing again at some point. That sounds pretty fun. I just have to go pick it up again. Okay, let's see. Where else do I want to show? Well, if we have the fountain over here, we have a cactus farm over there. Obviously, we have a sugarcane farm. I'm probably going to make this area around here into a farming area. I was building up a blood magic altar over here, which feels like I should move it. I mean, I've got all the supplies, but it doesn't feel right over here. Here's my sheep farm. Yeah, I've got a lot of things that it feels like my area is too small and I need to make them bigger. Probably take over a lot of this area with a bamboo forest. Let's see. Tons of life essence. Got a tier 3 altar here. What else? Check my map. Rice farm. Building. Ore harvesting area. Babylon Gardens. That's a crypt. There was something that I was experimenting with over there. This is... Oh, my Thaumcraft area. Which is really just an infusion altar in the sky. The castle outpost? Yeah, I should probably go look at everything. Give an overview of all the things and then come back over here. Just make sure that we've got everything put up properly. You high-key want to downgrade your game to 1.6.4 because you're getting bored with 1.7.10. Well, if you downgrade to Magic Maiden, or upgrade to Magic Maiden, you know, the game runs like crud in 1.7. It runs better in 1.8. It runs better in 1.6. I think 1.8 runs better in general. But if you upgrade, you know, if you do whatever you want to change to Minecraft 1.6, you can have a cube made out of cubes floating over the top of some kind of... What is this? You know what? You can have a cube over some ham bone. Call it good. Yeah, the crystal's in my way. Then you can have a bunch of wither skeletons. Or their skulls, at least. Are you having fun over there? You might want to go drink some water so your hiccups go away.
What is drinking water?
You know, swallow some air and then let it out. Do some exercises. Hold your breath. Go. Don't drown yourself. Just get really close to that. I don't know if they can hear your hiccups.
They can.
They can? Yay. Just make sure not to waterboard yourself too much. How does 1.10 run? As far as I'm aware, 1.6 runs pretty good. 1.8 runs really good. 1.9 runs a little bit less good. And 1.10 runs about as good as 1.6 does. There's not a whole lot that runs worse than 1.7. I guess 1.3 when the client and server just barely merged. Bleh. Okay. So I do like building roads. I do have a lot of things that are incomplete around here. Like this road. I suppose it's fine if you're just walking from place to place, but I have the road over here like this. And then I have another road over here with a bunch of borders on it. Although this does work pretty well for a long-distance walking road. Okay. Over here I have a witchery area. Which I didn't really build anything. I just wanted to farm a bunch of things. And I was planning to build a building around this and around all of the things here. But instead I just made a terraced chicken farm. Hey, chicken, go away. Terrace something or other. These are actually all sorted properly, so I'll just hold on to this. And over here I have an orchard with flesh and some kind of wood block. Each of these can be cut down individually, and I'll replant them when they're ready. Let's see. Some kind of watery area over here. This place was mostly left intact, so I could go farm a bunch of witchery stuff. Let's see. Up in the sky, I have a blaze farming area. It's mostly just, I'm gonna find a blaze. Whack, whack, whack. There's 5 or 6 blaze spawners up there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I'm not gonna go up there. I already have a lot of blaze rods for later. And one day I just wanted to make myself a mine shaft down here. See, of all of the things that are incomplete in the world, this one is not. This one actually came out the way I intended. Carving out between each place, having big pillars, big sets of stairs, and then we have the nether. Oh, I had something that was halfway complete in the nether, then I fought a wither there and it all blew up. In fact, this isn't even my first portal. Yeah, that's what's left of my nether. There's the portal, there's a bunch of stuff, and, you know, let's just leave this. This is fine. I don't need to show what's in the nether because nothing's alive in the nether. So the problem with 1.9 Plus is garbage collection issues. I see. Looks like in the process of trying to rewrite Minecraft, they made the game less performant. They tried to make it so that they could put in whatever they wanted, but the game was already written in such a way that it worked really well. And to make it more robust, they had to remove some of the performance so they could put in more features. That's fine in something that already runs really fast. Not so fine in something that just barely runs fast enough for a lot of people already. Okay, let's see what else. I'm going to be building a railway system between the new area and this existing area today. We may as well go look around at some of the other places. This is a ore collecting area. Unfortunately, my Speedy Gonzalez the Macerator is broken. It'll fix itself in time. It's already halfway there. It hasn't been broken for very long, and all I have is coal. I'm not too worried about coal. So let's see. The Floating Gardens of Babylon were reappropriated to be the Floating Teleporters of Babylon. So inside this area we have our mud pit. So named because we can gather mud. And more mud. And lots of mud. In fact, I've gathered this much mud and I haven't even explored where there's more mud over here. I think that's crag. But there's a lot of mud here. So I can make roads, I can make houses. I tend to want to make roads out of bamboo and houses out of brick. Because I'm going for something of a nature theme. With the exception of these, well, that depends. These things are made out of bone. And that, if you have a lot of bone, and there's skeletons everywhere, do the skeletons count as nature? Let's go over here. So this is the Overrun Castle. I believe I ended up over here from some kind of experiment gone wrong. Mostly I haven't done anything except loot the place. If we come and look at it from the outside, we have a fully featured Better Dungeons dungeon. That is rather large. I didn't build any of this. This was already here. There's a chicken. We got some quick dirt here. Was there anything on the map that was nearby? Node. Called this out home. What? There we go. So this is my out home. I'm at close to 100,000. I don't think I got here from anything natural. I think I was up here. Yeah, right here. That looks like a limbo area. So this is where you pop out from a dimensional door. I think I was trying to get home and ended up even more away from home because I was fooling around or looking for some way to get back home quickly, and I ended up over here. Probably from dying in the end, since you can transport out 100,000 blocks, and this is pretty close to 100,000 in one direction. Anyway, let's pop back down here. There's some dungeons up here we can raid at some point. So here's the out home. Here's a other home after I raid that. There's a rift up here too. That is something where I can just go put down a bunch of blocks and it'll collect world thread for me, so I can put down more, what's it called? You got out of limbo and then kept looking for a dimensional rift thing. Is that what happened? I was looking for world thread. Or you get world thread so you can make more doors, so you can go find more limbo. Either way, I think I was trying to get home and I was getting home the wrong way. The goal was to make an unstable door, and I was popping into different places so I could find an unstable door. Yeah, here we go. This will just take me anywhere in the world. I should leave a sign up for that. Warning. Random teleport. Do not enter. Yeah. Do not enter because you'll end up somewhere else. And this goes... I mean, this is the out home. What do I call this area? I'm going to be building a maid town over here. I guess this would just be home base. Let's call it home base for now. It's the place where I started, more or less. Let's see. So we've been to the mud pit. And this was the far west outpost. See, I decided every time I was going to make a new outpost, I was going to put up this sign. A little happy face. Smiley emoji, emoticon, thingamabob. And once upon a time, there was a sacred oak tree over there. Once upon a time, it doesn't exist anymore. Plus, we've got one of those. Is there anything that was useful over here? I have a little farm set up. I have a house. I have a bunch of drying racks because I have a lot of flesh. But no, I don't think there was a whole lot going on here. I just built a house and we have a box of some kind here. Node in a jar. Oh, I've got nodes over here. That's what this was for. There was a bunch of nodes in this area that are very nice. Like 4 or 5, or one of the nodes had 7 aspects on it. Okay, anywhere else I should be looking? I don't think so. Marissa hats. Yeah, Marissa hats aren't too hard to get. All you gotta do is get some black wool and some white wool and mash them together, and suddenly you've got a hat. Although I know it says Marissa's hat, it's not quite the same. Okay, pop those in there. Then I think that's it. I have a bunch of plans, and I have a bunch of places where I need to go to. And I have a bunch of areas where I have different things that I'm supposed to be doing. The goal originally with this world was to go conquer all of the dungeons in order. And when I conquered all of them, that would be the end. But I decided that I really liked this world. This world was an area that was a great place to be. I was going to live my entire Minecraft life here. I was going to play on this world forever. I wasn't getting fed up with it because I wasn't dying every so often and then popping out somewhere at my base and having to go pick up my supplies and losing some of them in the process. No. What happens is I go die, I go pop out somewhere, random, far away, and then I come back, and if I have maids, I end up losing my maids. If I was doing something, I end up losing my time. I don't end up losing my supplies. It feels like I can keep my progression this way. And I've progressed pretty much to the end of Tinkers. I haven't progressed to the end of Blood Magic at all yet. I have a few things left to do in Thaumcraft, although I don't much like Thaumcraft's research system. I have a few things to do in Basic 1.6 Botania, and, well, I gotta go start building infrastructure so I can get from place to place, as I want to build more of it.